excuse my appearance. I just came back from the gym, had an awesome workout. What I'm gonna do now is start the video of like how I go through depression and how I'm going through the healing process. And sorry. And later on, probably tonight, I'll probably do a live if y'all want to ask me some questions about it, um, or like ask me how to cope with it or how to heal with it. I will definitely do a live to answer your questions. If you want to, come and join me. I usually don't get a lot of lives, but I decided to do a video because I feel like it's more concrete, and it's like I won't be focusing on how many people will be watching, if you get what I'm saying. But later on I will do a Q&A for like how I go through depression and how I'm healing. So here we go. It's gonna be a long one. I guess I could say I started with depression at an early age as a teenager. Um, yeah, like a lot of things didn't go as planned. I was basically an introvert. I didn't really socialize, even though it looked like I did, but I really didn't as a teen. But I could say that's what I feel like normal depression, where it wasn't as scary as I'm about to tell you. What really like clicked for me when I was like, okay, something is severely wrong, is when I was pregnant with my daughter. And even before then, it was in a previous relationship, like with her dad. Um, yeah, we really had a rocky relationship. But it got really severe when I was pregnant, and my mind, I felt like my mind and my body was doing two separate things. It was, my mind wasn't there. Like, my mind was telling me to hurt myself. And I was like, that's not right. Like, in the back of my mind, like subconsciously, I was like, I know that's not right. But it's like I blanked out, and it was like to the point that I was fearing myself. Um, it was really scary. Um, I did at the time tell my daughter's father, and he was like, okay, what should we do? Is there, but I felt like closed and isolated. And I was actually isolated. I was really isolated. I was by myself, and I felt like no one in that household gave a damn about me. Um, like, it was really severe. Um, it kept on happening. I would have these dark stages, like, and going through severe morning sickness with my daughter. I had severe morning sickness throughout the pregnancy. Um, but it was like I didn't want to move at times. Um, I felt like the room was enclosing, and it kept on, like, my head was like, yo, like, hurt yourself. Like, I still can't believe it, but it was like I would never hurt my child, or at the time when I was pregnant, hurt my baby. But at the time, it was telling me to hurt myself, to just get away from it. Like, okay, no one gives a shit about you, you know, so does it really matter if I hurt myself? There wouldn't be any problem. And it's severe because I was like pregnant and I was like, this is not right. What really somewhat woke me up is when I went to the doctors and I actually talked to like the nurse and doctor, and they told me I had postpartum depression. I think it's it's prepartum depression. Like some women, after they give birth to the baby, they have postpartum depression. I had pre, which led to post. So they kept a close eye on me, which I was very thankful for Mount Sinai Beth Israel for assisting me and diagnosing me on like how I felt, because I thought no one could understand. Because when I was living with other people, um, I guess they was going through depression as well, and they had a very selfish outtake on certain things. I felt like, in general, like overall, like these anyone around me, they had issues of their own. So how could they help me with my issue? Um, so that's how I felt. But they did recommend me counseling at the time, but I didn't take it because I was in denial. I was delusional. And coming from, I guess how you call it, an ethnic background, like the stigma of saying you're gonna go to counseling is still out there, and that's why in African Latin communities there's a lot of people that is misdiagnosed or just not diagnosed at all for what they have, um, which isn't cool. Sorry, a lot of messages. But I did get diagnosed because I was very afraid. I was like, why am I feeling this way if this is supposed to be the most joyous moment of my life? Which it adds up because at the time my relationship was really rocky and abusive, and like I would try to explain to him and try to like make things work even though it was clear as day, like that no one really gave a F about me. Like so it would go off and on throughout the pregnancy. Like I would get these moments where I would start to shake, and at times I will be like, I thinking that I'm still in the bedroom and I'm in the hallway and I don't even know how I got out there. There's times that I was close to blacking out, and like 1 minute I was okay, like doing something, and the next I'm in the bathroom, door lock on the floor, and it was really scary. But I had my baby. I'm surprised I didn't really go into postpartum depression after giving birth. I kind of felt better, and they said it could have been my hormone balance until, like, I will say, how can I say this? A couple of months in, like, when my daughter was 5 months and things got abusive and rocky, like, I would start to cry, like, out of nowhere, like, cry, and I wouldn't feel like getting out of bed. Like, I will take care of my daughter, and it was like a routine. Like, I will do the normal routine, like take care of my daughter, clean up my area, and this is the time that I moved in with my family, and stuff. But, like, at that time, the relationship was like over, and me in denial, and I didn't know what it's like to have, like, be a single parent, even though I have lots of family members in my family who are single parents and strong. It was like a disbelief to me. Even though I knew I shouldn't stay, I stayed even when it was verbally and physically abusive. So fast forward, I wind up pregnant the second time, but I was struggling because the fetus was struggling to stay alive, but the doctors was trying to help me, with this baby to make sure I'm okay and the fetus is okay. And I was about 2-3 months pregnant. So they was giving me, I was kept an eye on, thank God. But the prepartum came back and I was extremely sick. What made it snap and what made it worse was the fact that I lost the second baby. It still hurts. Due to the abusive situation, I should have never. I was supposed to be bedridden, and once again, arguing and stuff led me to lose the baby. And it was weird because I didn't realize what was going on.